Hello traders and welcome to PL Capital's Market Review. Today is Tuesday, November 22nd. It's 5 p.m. Central Time. Want to look at the US dollar, S&P, Nasdaq, oil, and natural gas. So let's get started. Looking at the US dollar index, 2-hour chart, and still just down here in this zone for the last week. And if I zoom in, so yesterday I said that this is obviously making a bigger correction here. So I see this whole move up as 5 ways for what would be a leading diagonal. And today we came down, leading diagonal here, ABC correction, and I see it's creating an ending diagonal here. So once this 107.121 breaks, that'll complete 5 waves down. So then I see that as an ABC. And so then this whole move up will be A, B, and then we'll be going up for C of the B wave. So the key thing will be to watch the price action when this comes down, breaks that low, and then watch it. It should go up strong, but if it just gives a 3-wave up and then starts coming back down strong, then this is creating a bigger correction. Or I've got this wrong, and this is like instead of a leading diagonal, maybe this is like instead of 1, this is like A, B, and then this was all the C wave. And so maybe B is already in. So that's why keep an eye when this breaks, watch the reaction that it gets when it comes back up. Because it needs to if it's going down, it still needs to come up for a correction. But I think it's going to come down and break and then come back up here. So keep an eye on that zone when it breaks. Let's look at the S&P. So big update today. Broke the previous top that we set last Friday. So I'm seeing we've got a WXY up here, and then yesterday we have WXY that came down. And so right now I see 1, 2, and 3. So, but we don't have enough data to know if this is even complete and what they're doing. So it could be one of two things. So bulls are going to look at this and go, all right, this is 1, 2, 3 for 1, 3 down for 2, and and we're going up in a ending diagonal, and we're going to come up and break this top. The bear case would be that this WXY, that's a W, WXY for X, and then 3 waves up for a Y wave, and that could be all the correction that you need, and then it's coming down. So curious to watch this area, somewhere around here it needs to come down in 3 waves at least if it's going to go back up. But if it comes down strong, then this could be done. So watch how this area reacts here. If it's a shallow correction, could be at least one more up. Well, then I think it's for sure. Then this is a diagonal. We're coming to break the top. But if it comes down strong, then I think this whole correction is done. So, like I said on the Saturday video I made, we do have FOMC minutes coming out tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time. So tomorrow is going to be super light trading day, real low volume due to Thanksgiving here. But the FOMC minutes, they have recently been strong market movers. So this is going to be something to watch. So how do they treat those minutes? Is it the catalyst that sends the market down? I have a feeling that there could be some language in there that might spook the markets. A lot of Fed presidents have lately been coming out just saying, rates need to go much higher, that we're nowhere close to stopping the raising of rates. And you had Bullard saying, you know, rates need to go to 7%. So who knows what Jerome Powell will ultimately decide, but you know, there could be some strong language in there that kind of hints at more rates continuing into more rate hikes well into 2023. So keep an eye on 1 o'clock and see if there's any market reaction. Big market makers, you know, if they want to move the market tomorrow, they'll easily be able to with the low volume. So keep an eye on that. Looking at the Nasdaq, we completed, they had a real nice expanding flat here this morning. Came down in the opening bell here and almost came and took out the low, but didn't, and then just blasted off here. So always love these expanding flats. It's always very tricky to see. So this could be a 1-2. I see this. There's a possibility that this whole move up here I've got as 5 waves. So this whole thing could be just a leading diagonal. Or this could be like this is the A, the B, and then they're going to be creating 5 waves up for a C, and then coming down. So we need to see, because they did, you know, they broke that bottom, sorry. So we got a leading diagonal down, 3 ways up, and then we had another diagonal. So is this all the correction? Is this A, B, C, and now it's going up to break the top? Or is this part of this is just a correction up and we're coming back down, and this whole thing then is creating a really big diagonal. So just like the S&P, I mean, this zone will be interesting to watch. If it just comes down and make a little correction and then goes back up. And if that's the case, then I see this as this is just the start of the final wave up to go and break the top. All right, let's look at oil. So yesterday it crashed through, completed the 5 waves, and you know, I said watch the price in this zone. You know, we've got 5 waves down, and the only question, and then that could be enough for this, if I zoom out, this big A, B down for C. So the question is this all there is for C, or are they making like an ending diagonal? And this was all just 1, going to come up into this zone for 2, and then down for 3, 4, and 5. So came in not a huge move today, but it kind of just drifted up, and it just topped the very top of that zone that I had of like 82.32, and it's since is getting rejected. So this will be key to watch. How does this correction come down? Is it shallow, and then we start going back up? Then I think this is creating a big correction upwards. But if this starts to come back down more, and we get more and more waves, then I'm looking at this as this is just 1, this is 2, and it's going to go down for 3, 4, and 5. So be mindful of this area and what type of correction they make here. And natural gas, if we look, we got just more up today. Let me clear that out. So we're getting close to breaking this top. So I still see this as WXY, X, and now we're going to eventually come up and break this for the Z wave. That's what I'm leaning towards. We'll have to see the price reaction when it breaks this top, what happens. But for me, it definitely looks like we're going to be eventually coming up to break this top. We've got an ABC, and then I got this all as it's going to come up one more time and this will all be a leading diagonal for an A. So we got an ABC, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and now this is creating like the A wave down for B and then up for C, and that'll be 5 waves up. And then we'll see what happens. Well, actually, this whole thing will need 3 waves. So the 5 waves might even just stop short and then give a correction, because the Y wave, the Z wave will be 3 waves. So once this whole leading diagonal ends, we'll get 3 waves down somewhere. Whether they break the top first, or a good trap for them is always to come up here real close, get a lot of people excited that it's going to go break the top, and then it gives you a 3-wave correction, and then it goes up to break the top and complete the Z wave. So that's what I'm looking for. So 5 waves will be ending here soon for a leading diagonal of the A. So more up to come, just a matter of how far they're going to take this leading diagonal up. So those are what I see on the markets. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. Talk to you guys later. Bye.